Hey everyone, welcome to Tales from the Longbox. This one, I'm actually glad to have this back. I sold off my Iron Man collection when I hit some hard times. This was in it, and I'm really glad to have this back. This is one I've been looking for, actually. But this is when he and his enemies battle the ghosts. There you see Blizzard, Whiplash, not Backlash, and Boomerang. So yes, indeed, they are here, and they are fighting the ghost. Nice 75 cents. This is back when comics were affordable and nice things to have around. And I'm sorry, the pages won't grab. So, 1989. Of course, neoclassic armor. And there's Rhodey. This is before Rhodey took up War Machine full time, even, which is cool. I mean, before they were stars. And, really interesting. Top Gun. Bet nobody owns that damn thing. What collector has that Top Gun that's not Top Gun Navy plane? It had a little propeller in the front. Yeah. I'm sure, you know what, I'm sure about something that probably doesn't even really exist. It's probably just like a, little, one of those little wooden planes that fell apart as soon as you threw it. I mean, I'd be willing to bet that's what it is. Because, yeah, that's what happens. Alright, and here is Tony. And he's talking about Justin Hammer. Oh no! That reminds me, I really need to get an Ironmonger figure. A comic version of the Ironmonger. And of course, here is. Now, is this supposed to be the same ghost that was in Ant-Man? I think it is. I know that, I think they did a gender swap on that too. So, I could be wrong. But, I really like this type of comic because it's just like, it feels so good in your hand. That paper. I mean, oh wow. And some of these ads, introducing the DJ machine. What the hell is that? I mean, this was the era when they try to hit you with anything electronic and try to tell you how high tech it was. Nowadays, stuff like that, we can sit here and laugh, but, What game did millions of Top Gunners play last year? The Battle of Midway on Capcom for the Nintendo. I don't even remember this game. I was not big into the regular Nintendo. It wasn't until Super Nintendos came along that I really got into Nintendos again and video games again. I was like Atari. Then I just kind of fell out of it because I thought Nintendo and Mario were boring. Probably because I couldn't do it. What the truth would matter. And then, I know there was a bunch of games came out from the Nintendo, and then when Super Nintendo hit, I finally felt like, oh yeah, okay, this is the kind of games I like. And in some ways, I feel like we've never gotten any better. Besides graphics and crap, I mean, but, the games themselves. And half the time, I'm just looking at the ads here. Boom! Oh my! Look at that. How scandalous for the 1980s. Kathy Dare. I could swear there's somebody in the adult film industry named Kathy Dare. I might be wrong. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so. And then she puts on fishnets. Oh, yeah. Conservative look for you there, woman. Conservative. Very conservative. Yeah, that's what you want to do when you encounter businessmen who break into your house. Yeah, and at this time, Rhodey was more of a, you see here, he's picking up some guns in the background. And that was what he did. I mean, it was like, and boom, here are the bad guys. Hey, how are you? We want to help you against the ghost. Because Justin Hammer sucks. I mean, he sucks that bad. And Hammer in the MCU, I thought he was treated more of a joke. And I mean, and here he's like this older man who's just like, a good, he's pretty much a brainiac. And in there it was like, yeah, none of his shit ever worked. And, and that's kind of why I'm glad after Iron Man 2 they didn't go back to that. Because I wanted Hammer to be something of a threat to Tony. That was always kind of fun to have a rival businessman who also could, he didn't do the Iron Man stuff, but he got other people to do it for him. And at least, they did do that in Iron Man 2, but anyway. And yeah, this was always interesting. All the bad guys join up with Iron Man. We know we're going to get our asses kicked, so we're just going to help you out. And yeah, I do believe that's supposed to be the same character as in Ant-Man 2, I think. Or was it Ant-Man? God, I don't know. Anyway. But they treated it a lot more tragic, and oh no, we can't have a straight up bad guy. You can't have a mercenary for hire. I mean, why not? Just have a mercenary for hire. Oh, yeah. You know how you go on websites? You go on eBay? This was our eBay back then, and we were at the mercy of the guys who said this is what it's worth. I mean, you could never get a deal. Pretty cool boomerang shots there. Oh, the bad guys turned. How unpredictable. Blizzard was always a favorite of mine. I finally got that figure. I thought it was pretty cool. I just thought he looked cool. I mean, pun intended, he looked cool. There's 2 ways to win at the ring. We got WrestleMania for your Nintendo. The VCR WWF WrestleMania game, board game plus WWF video excitement. I never got to play any of those stupid VCR board games, but now I wonder how did they work? It had to be stupid. And of course, Quick Shot, because, we didn't call them blasters when I was a kid. Okay, yeah, we did. But when we said blasters, we were meaning Oh yeah, and this is the one that ends up with Blizzard getting a job with Stark Industries. I forgot about that. And then here's Hammer. You see, this is Hammer in the comic. I dig him in the comic because he's just, he's just a greedy mercenary. I mean, they ruined Taskmaster. In MCU. I mean, not by making Taskmaster a woman. That didn't bother me. It was just changing the character's whole motivation. I mean, what's wrong with being a mercenary? Why can't you just be a bad guy? And I kind of felt the same way here. And there we go. Santa Claus. I love it. The stupidity of that is just so fun. Yeah, pretty much it's hard to find something in this era of comics, in Marvel especially, that I didn't like. And I have some memory of. The NFL Super Pro comes to mind. That one was bad. That one was terrible. But Iron Man was pretty solid at this point, I thought. He wasn't the most widely read because a lot of people had gravitated towards X-Men they were a little bit more adult, had a little bit more adult themes. I didn't mind these. They weren't as geared towards more mature audiences, but at the same time, they had a continuity. They made sense. Cap, Iron Man, Thor, I enjoyed them at this point. Really did. There's no epic storylines. I mean, Armor Wars came out before this. But there's not many epic storylines people remember from this era. I remember a lot of them. And I love all of them. This is some of my favorite stuff because it doesn't get overplayed. It doesn't get over talked about. It just is, and it's fun and kept me engaged. That was the thing. It kept me engaged in the books. I was reading X-Men and X-Factor and all that at this time too, but, they all interested me. So, you'd be hard-pressed to find something in this era that I don't absolutely love. It's few and far between. I'll say it that way. So, of course, I'm going to say I love this. Iron Man 240 is just an awesome issue, and it's an awesome series. I know people like to say Iron Man was a Z-list character, but dude, he had his own book from the 1960s on up. That's A-list to me. So, there you go. I mean, you can argue with me all you want, but I always thought Iron Man was a A-lister. Alright, that's going to wrap it up for Infinite Realms. Don't forget to like and subscribe.